Hey there guys, and good morning. Hello Mr. Buzzflap. Good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever and whenever you are. And, I didn't mean to get hit twice. Welcome back to another devlog for my currently in development indie game, Project Shard. And the reason I actually intentionally got hit there is because I wanted to show you something that I've added recently, which is stop moving towards me. Oh my god. New artwork for, I haven't done all the different types of pickup, but new artwork for the health pickup that the enemies can drop if the player is damaged or whilst fighting them. And as you can see, like 3 or 4 times now, I also made it so the pickup will actually be dragged in towards the player when they get close enough, so you don't have to be perfectly on top of it in order to pick it up. But either way, another thing I've been working on recently is decorating a little bit this room up here, and ignore that for now. As you can see, I've implemented some backgrounds as well as messing around with the terrain a little bit. This room's sort of supposed to be like a kind of courtyard for this ruins area. And so obviously I've tried to integrate all of the outside stuff in here as well as this nice little pond here, which I actually think I had to mess around with the shader colors of the water to make it look nice, but I mean I think I've got it pretty decent looking. But anyway, over to this thing. This here is what I'm going to be messing around with today. I've got some basic artwork for it. Just a quick disclaimer, like I've said I think in all the other episodes already, this is very subject to change. If I decide later on down the line that I want to look different, I will just make it look different. But this is a switch, and it's not really hooked up to anything yet, because it also doesn't have the code to be hooked up to anything, but it does have some visual functionality where if I hit it, you can see it will change state as to whether it's sort of active or inactive would be one way to describe it, but with this particular switch, it's more which side of it is active, because this is basically going to be hooked up to some gates that restrict access to certain areas of the ruins depending on what side it is set to, which basically is where the whole Zelda dungeon-esque thing comes into this, where you have to work out which side of it you need active to be able to get to specific parts of the ruins. However, I haven't really got the full functionality set up yet. I mean, all that is set up is just flipping it. But I mean, what I'm going to do is quickly hop into the editor. If I close this, I have no idea if it's going to hop me into the editor or into OBS, so we're about to find out. So it hopped me into OBS, but it wasn't that bad, so I just was able to quickly get into here. And if I come through to where our lever is, it's basically split into 2 segments right now, which is the base of it and the actual lever itself, which looks like this as its own scene. And right now it literally just has scripts to when the hitbox is entered by the sword, it will change state, whatever that state is. It'll either go I actually need to write some more code here quickly. If area dot type is equal to sword, I think I need to do that. It's because otherwise, when the player gets a ranged attack, they would be able to. Actually, I might change it. With this particular one, I want them to only be able to use it with the sword because it would be heavy, basically. So, oh, someone's online. Twice. It would be heavy, so basically it would need a pretty decent amount of force to push it. But what I'm going to be working on next is actually having the well, I mean, I would say what I'm going to be working on next is actually adding functionality to it rather than just a visual. But first of all, I actually want to add some functionality to basically save the state that it's in. So if you, because right now it just automatically ends up over here on the left because it automatically plays this ready function. But I want to actually rename this to, no, not duplicate. rename to ready left, and then make a ready right function, or not a function, animation. And in the ready right, we just make sure that the collision is enabled and that it is having a 0 degree rotation on it. Because sorry about that, one of my neighbors decided to start shouting about the football I think is on. But getting back to this, basically the way it works is just by rotating it, and I added what I think is like a pretty decent thing. Oh my god, can I turn these off? Okay, I can turn them off for now. What I think is a pretty nice detail where in the first 0.2 seconds, it's already gone halfway. But then after that, it goes another, I think it's like 25 degrees. And then after that, it only goes 10. And then 5, and then the final 5. Which, to be fair, is what it would do in real life. It would have that immediate jolt, and then it would, you know, slow down. And I just basically wanted to mimic that in how I animated it. But either way, what I'm going to do is go ahead and write the code to save whatever state the switch is in and to set up what the state is when it's first loaded. And I will get back to you when that's done. So, without further ado, let's do this. So guys, as you can see, the first thing I had to do to set up the system is obviously head down into the main inventory script, which obviously holds all of the settings that get saved. Well, maybe not obviously, I might need to change the name of it, but it holds all the settings that get saved. So I headed into there, and also both the player data and the save state script I have, which is all responsible for saving all the stuff to actually get like a value or a variable, that's what it's called, that can be changed depending on what state each switch or lever in the level is in. After that, I head back into the big lever itself and set up some new variables that can be used to, some new export variables that can be used to change within the list that's stored in the play data and inventory script what actual like switch it is referring to. So it makes it more consistent for me and more easier to mess around with it and change stuff in the future if I need to. But after that, I start setting up the ready function and head on through with making sure that depending on what the state is just dependent on whatever is saved in the inventory script. I don't show it here because I didn't realize it was a problem until later, but I did actually have to change them, add some extra code, which I didn't film at the time because for some reason my OBS software broke. That it didn't actually change the state in the settings or in the like player data when you hit the switch, so it would always just load in as the same thing as what it was set to at the default. But I changed that, which if I remember to, I will get some more footage of me showing how it saves and stuff up now. But either way, I'm going to go right back and send you back to like in editing, or not in editing, that's me, in development, the version of me, and I'll get back to you later. Let's do this. Well, thank you in editing me, and as you saw from the clip that I'm pretty sure I just, if I remember correctly, just put in, I have it all working now. So if we come up here, deal with these here buzz flaps, and head up to the main courtyard area of the ruins here, you can see that the switch is saved on the left state. But if we were to hit it, then we do obviously have to run back to the save station and save the game, otherwise it won't save because, well, the game didn't save. But if we run back here to the save station and we do save, and then I quickly close the game and reopen the file, we should hopefully see, I know I did just demonstrate this, but you know, it can't hurt to demonstrate it a second time. Just once again dealing with these buzz flaps, and you as well. Ow. if we come up here to the courtyard area, we should see the switch is now saved in the right state, which it is. And as well as doing that, I did another few things off camera, the first of which is we now have sound effects for entering, and we have a sound effect for leaving the water. As well as I did a new thing in the bestiary here, where if you haven't defeated an enemy yet, it just comes up with this cool crystallized question mark symbol. But what I'm doing now is I've pivoted slightly away from the switches temporarily, and I've been working here on this currently what looks to be an empty scene at first. But if you open the script, you can see this is the vine route, which a commenter, one of you guys, actually suggested this idea to me. If I get it up quickly, it was none other than Coca-Cola, at Coca-Cola A7254, who suggested that instead of, having to copy and paste all the vine segments and manually change the rotation, I set up this route scene here, which can automatically build the vine for me, and it's got a bunch of export variables such as the initial rotation I want, the length of the vine, what segments it is, because it takes just this segment scene, which just has the general sprite sheet for the decorations in, and so has to then manually, or the script has to then go through and pick the right section of, or the right frame of this sprite that it wants. But either way, what I'm doing right now is I've just finished building or coding this build function where it loops through for the length, or for the range of the length -1, and there's a reason for that, and builds out the segments. And then after that, it does an extra segment, which is the end cap one. So outside of the loop, after it's built out all the segments, it'll add either this bit here or this bit here, or any others if I ever make some new art for it in the future. But the next function I'm going to make here is a destroy function, so that when you leave the room, it can just, for x in self.get children, if I fix that, because that's not going to be like that, x.q3. And so it should, when you leave the room then, once I've set up all the logic for it and everything, just clear out all of the vines. So it can reduce some lag, if any, because there's less sprites that need to be loaded in. Oh no, I might remove it because it might just make it more laggy when entering the new room, because it then has to load in or destroy out all of the vines in the new room and the previous room, but we'll see how it goes. But now I actually need which I'm not going to put down, I'm going to put it up here, func room changed. And so here we're going to see, first of all, if inventory.current room is equal to the room it's set to. If it is, we build, or we set was in room to true, and then we build the vine. That's simple enough. Else, if was in room, we set was in room to false, and then we destroy the vine. And that should work. And so now I just need to do events.changeRoom.connect room changed. Cool. So theoretically, all of this should work. So if I come into this scene and say I want a vine, if I come into the background sprites, no, not that, it's the background deco one. Come into the Murkai Fortress tab, and in the base tab, in the central ring, add a node 2D, which can be general, It's a lot of nodes in here, but I'm gonna put them all into this general node 2D so they don't all like show up, if that makes sense, as soon as I open the thing, because that way I can close this general one and then add in a vine roots node. Vine roots. There we go. And then to this I can instantiate an Xperia vine root. Drag that all the way over here and see if this works. Should hopefully. So drag that to like there. We'll set the room. This is what, MF6 I want to say. Yeah, that's that one. And this is, yeah, MF6. Okay, so we go to MF6. Initial rotation is false, so second is that. What frame is it? 10? Okay, so it's 10, then 11. So if I come into here, it'll be 10, 11, and then end will be 12, 13, and let's say the length is 5. Let's see if this works. So if I load it up, hopefully it will. Come on through here. Come on. Deal with that guy. And then come up. Deal with this guy. And yep, that's a pretty decent looking vine. And then, okay, so I'm going to change it slightly. Right. Vine root script. Okay. I'm going to, yeah, okay, I'm gonna change it. Pause N. Get rid of that destroy function. Get rid of that. And remove that. And then just in here, we won't need the room anymore. We don't need woods in room. Go just straight up. Build the vine. Yeah, okay. And that should work. So I come into here, end should be, let's say the end for this one is 12. Now let's see how it works. It should just build the vine instantly. As soon as we load in, the vine should build out. And then we should be able to go see how it looks. So get rid of that guy and get rid of this guy. And oh, I did not make that jump. I am amazing at every video game, including my own. And now it didn't build. Wait, why didn't it build? That's a good question. Why didn't it build? Called the build function. Is it in here? Mr. White didn't? No, it is. Oh, here it is. Parent node is busy setting up children. Okay. Right. That's annoying. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. If not was in room. Right. Okay. So, yeah, that should hopefully work. So now, theoretically, when I enter the room, it should build the vine. I've said that a lot already, but I'm feeling good about this one. So if I come up through here, come up through here, hopefully it was working before. Why was it working before and not now? That's so... What? Okay, if I return this to the 1, 2, 4, and 1, and 2. And then... Oh wait, no. That can just be and. Because, right, the reason is because this won't have a... This doesn't have a room set anymore. Okay. Now, I'm really hoping that it will work. So, if I come up here, remove this, buzz flap again, and hopefully we should get a vine. And we have a vine! Let's go! We've got vineage! Oh, and it's a good looking vine as well. Okay. I was worried that perhaps it wouldn't come out nice looking, but okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. Thank you so much to I would have forgotten what else was it? Coca-Cola A7254, I think. Thank you for the suggestion. I'll stick your comment up on screen so everyone can see it. Just like that, if you have any other suggestions for me in the future, feel free to add them. Another one was to add some blur to the background. I've been messing around and considering it. Right now, I do quite like it without it, but I'll see if I change that in the future. But for now, what I'm going to do is set up some of the, probably not all the decorations, but just quickly some of the vines around here so we can, also I can stress test it with multiple vines building at once when you load into the room. And I will get back to you when that's done. So without further ado, let's do this. So guys, as you can see, I did a little bit more than just adding in some vines to this area. But, I mean, I did add in all of these vines here, and these are all the ones that automatically build upon entering the room. And I'm just going to say, this is such an easier way to build out the vines and decorate the rooms than what I was doing before. It takes so much less time, which means I can put more time into, you know, actually designing the levels and making the gameplay feel nice. But either way, with that done, what it is time to do is I'm going to pivot back into doing these switches, because next up I need to make what the switch is actually going to change within the environment. So guys, coming back into the editor here, what I need to do is get a static body 2D, and this is a switchable door, and I'm gonna save that in our scenes folder. So, what does this door need? It needs a sprite and it needs a collision shape, and it needs an animation player. So, okay, for now, what I'm gonna do is this animation player is gonna have two, which is open. Let's make this 0.1. This will be disabled, and this will be invisible. New, closed. 0.1. This will be visible. This will be enabled. Okay, so if I save that, attach a script to this in the scripts folder, and get rid of all of this. I'm gonna need a variable. State goes to string equals. Oh no. Okay, let's go var open goes to bool equals false, and then we can have at export var area goes to int, and at export var index goes to int. Or do we need those? No. We just need at export var mode goes to string. Okay. And then we need a var current underscore mode goes to string equals right. Okay, and now we need a func change mode. If current mode is equal to right, mode equals left, elif current mode is equal to left, current mode equals right. So, no, that should be, okay. I'm great at typing. Okay, so this should be current underscore mode equals left. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm not great at multitasking while I program, so trying to narrate whilst I do it often doesn't end well. Either ends up with the narration going really mad, or me typing just a random thing, but we'll see how it goes. So, now we do if current mode is equal to mode, or no, is equal to mode, animation, need to reference that in the script, okay, animation, player.play, open, else, animation player.play, close. That should be it. So now we can come into the big lever. Okay, I'm gonna change this slightly. Mode underscore right. Current mode equals right. Func mode underscore left. Current mode equals left. And in both of these we call change mode. Okay, now we can come through here into the levers, the big lever scene, and we do for X in for X in self.get children, if x.name is equal to, or if switchable underscore door in x.name, you know, not even switchable door, just if switchable is in the name, then x.mode underscore left. See, and then this goes when the thing changes to left as well, when the player changes it to left. And then here it will be the same, except it is mode right. And then we set that up here as well. And that should be mode right. Okay, so now we should be able to instantiate a switchable door into you. And if we bring that over here, the way this is going to work is, I think I mentioned it before, it's going to shut off certain areas. I'm gonna, for now, load in some placeholder art of the icon. Where's the sprite for this? Oh, okay. Let's go closed. And you need to be ordering. There, you need to be there. Yeah, okay. So, get the placeholder art in and drag that to there. Get the collision shape in place and that come through like that. Need to turn this off so I can line this up properly, because it should go to like there. And you need to be open when mode is left. Let's try that. So the mode should be left if I remember correctly. So if I come on through here, that's a buzz flap. Hopefully if I've made this right, which I'd be shocked if I have, I can come up here. So it's open because the switch is pointed left. But if we change it so the switch is pointed right, you flick that switch, theoretically, it's closed. Oh yes. Okay, I need to mess around with the ordering a bit, but that is beautiful. I love that. Okay, so it actually did work. Do need to add in a light occluder 2D and set it to layer 2. Because then I can set up this occluder polygon to basically be like this. And then if I come on through, I need to change it slightly actually, because I need to have it so in the animation player on closed, this is, what does that actually do? Okay, on closed, this is like that, but on open, this is like that. Okay, so now hopefully, if I've done that all right, I should be able to come on through here. Ow, holy Mary, Jesus and Joseph. Okay, if I come on through here, the light is spilling in fine because there's no occluder there. But if I flick the switch, the door should close. And the light stops spilling in. Oh, that's beautiful. I probably sound insane going on about how much I think it's quote-unquote beautiful in my own words. But I'm just really kind of proud of myself that I've managed to get all of this working. And if I come through, the door isn't... Okay, I just need some art for it now, and then this door system will be done. So, what I'm gonna do is hop on into Asebright, start working on some art for it. I might record some of it, might time-lapse it, might just do like a narrated segment like this where I go over how I make the art. I might do that in a later episode because this one's already getting quite long. But I will see you in a bit either way. So, let's do this. So guys, as you can probably hear, I might have done a little bit more than just making the art. But as you can see as well, there is new artwork here. This is the new open state for the door, in which there are these two sort of like starting points for the door to come in and out of. But either way, jumping up here, as you can see, I have finally done something that I've been really needing to do for a decent chunk of time now, and I have added rain to the game. It's honestly made this room feel way more just alive, and I actually love how it's come out so much. But either way, looking down here, you can actually see the open and closed state of the door side by side. This is basically here to indicate what state the switch is in and which side is opened up. But if we hit the switch, you can see a new animation for each one closing and opening. And if we come on down through here, you can see that our door is now closed. But either way guys, with that done, I think that is going to be it for this devlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed as much as I enjoyed working on this. I really love working on this project on my downtime. It just helps me relax quite a bit. Sometimes I actually just load it up and just run around in the world, because it's just something about it. I just love working on it. But either way, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, share my channel with your friends. You know the drill by now. You've probably seen enough YouTubers. But either way, without further ado, I will see you later. Bye bye.